Hello, and welcome back to the Millennial Black Sheep podcast. My name is Sabrina and today I'm going to be talking about habits. Now, why is habits such an important thing to talk about when it comes to business? Well, it's actually because when you're under pressure, you will always go back to your habits. Yeah, that's a tough one to to realize, but it's also the most important thing because most of our time in our life, especially within business, we are under pressure. We're under pressure to hit a goal, we're under pressure to evolve, to change, to get better at something, to basically elevate our lives, to level up, like we like to say. So one of the most important things then is your habits, your routines, your daily things that you do every day. Like, I know a lot of people talk about habits, but I don't think we understand the severity of it. Because when you're stressed, you'll go back to what you know. So if what you know is procrastinating or being negative, limiting beliefs, everything like that, self-sabotage, all those different things, then that is what you will create. That is what you will go back to because that is what you know. Our mind works in very, very simple ways, basically. It goes back to what it feels is safe. So if you've marked procrastination your whole life as that's the thing that you do, then that for your mind is safety. That's where you feel in control. That's where you feel that you have power. But if you start changing that mindset, if you start forming a new habit around it, that every time you see yourself procrastinating, you catch yourself out and you say, oh, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not going through that motion. I want to actually get out of it. Then your habits can become successful because your routines will change. Now, as a black sheep, I think a lot of you will agree, and I definitely stand by this. I hate routines. I hate getting told what to do. I hate telling myself what to do. But within business, there's a different type of routine that's important, and that's your discipline. That's kind of your daily things that you need to do for your business to grow. It doesn't mean that you have to have routines in all aspects of your life if you don't like routine or if you want to be stubborn about it. But a sense of routine is actually what will get you the success. And breaking free from the money matrix, you're not going to get it without a pretty disciplined routine or habits that literally serve you, like rituals that get you closer to your mission. So what is it that you can do then with your habits? Well, one of the main things that you can do with your habits is understanding that you're going to mess up. Yeah? You're going to fail. It's not going to be easy, but you don't really want it to be easy, to be honest. Now, you're not going to not mess up. And that is very important to understand because failure leads us to success. If you don't fail, you won't succeed. And if you don't succeed, then you never fail. They go round and round in circle with each other. So you have to then learn is, okay, what do I do when I fail? What do I do when I catch myself out that I know I'm doing something wrong? I know I'm choosing Netflix instead of talking to that one person I need to do, or instead of starting my own business, or instead of accepting an opportunity that I know could be gold for me, or instead of putting those extra hours in that you know you need to do. Because being an entrepreneur is not just about succeeding in business, it's about succeeding in life. And succeeding in life in general, you need to have positive habits. I used to hate this. And now I swear by it. You need to have a morning routine. I hated waking up early in the morning. You don't have to wake up early. Depends on your life, how your life is structured. But you need to have a routine that is positive, that gives you something so that you're able to give something back to yourself, which is your business, which is your success, which is then your abundance. But if you don't have a morning routine and you start the day with, oh, I have to work, then that's what you're creating. You're creating an energy with, oh, I have to work. Think anyone wants to join you in that type of business? I definitely don't. But I was there. I did exactly that. I would get out of bed. Obviously go to the toilet, brush my teeth and do all those things. But then I'd go straight into my office and sit down. And I'd sit there for about 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17 hours, depending. That is not being smart. Did I get a lot of work done? Some days. Did I do a lot of procrastinating, just sitting there and pretending to work? 100%, most days. That is also the excuses that we make because we don't have those habits, concrete habits that we know we need to do. You don't have those routines that you know, okay, I need to do A, and then I need to do B, then I need to do C. It's not, oh, I'll start with W, and then I'll go over to the R, and then I'll go over to X. No, you can't jump. Because when you have a set routine, and it motivates you, because inspiration can come from two different things. Same with motivation. Motivation you can get from listening to your favorite song. It can be reading a motivational quote. It can be, I don't know, eating good food. Anything can motivate you, but inspiration either comes from desperation or you're actually inspired because you're seeing change in yourself. It's only those two things. And guess what? 99% of us get inspiration from desperation because we get to a point of our lives where we get angry. That's what you need to do with your habits as well. You need to understand that that anger can fuel you, not demotivate you. It can level you up instead of bring you down. So what is it that you're doing in your life right now? What excuse is it that you're making that your habits aren't concrete? They aren't bulletproof? Because they need to be. Do you wake up in the morning and do you do something that's positive for your body? Do you wake up in the morning and do you do something that's positive for your mind? Do you wake up in the morning and do something that's positive for your soul? Mind, body, spirit. And then comes relationships and then comes finances. It's all those 5 things. But you need to start somewhere. So for example, my routines or my habits, my rituals have become waking up in the morning, obviously go to the toilet, get dressed, fix myself, but then I exercise. I do some type of exercise, whether it's a plank, whether it's balance exercise, whether it's yoga, whether it's hardcore workout, whatever it is. But I start with something because I know I need something to give me that boost of energy to go, okay, I haven't just moved from my bed to a chair. I'm not just limiting my life from that step to that step. That's not going to get you any success. That's not going to get you any abundance. It's not going to make you feel like, yay, I've broken free from the money matrix. Guess what? You become a robot. You're just a glorified employee of your own business. I've been there. I've done that so many times. And it's not fun. So you need to figure out what habits, what routines, what rituals do you need to stick by. Because remember, when you're stressed, when you're under pressure, you will always go back to the routines, rituals, and habits that you know and that feel safe. So what routines and rituals do you have? I used to have terrible ones. Every time I would get a compliment, for example, I would self-sabotage massively. Complimented that I lost weight. I would binge eat for no reason whatsoever. I wasn't hungry. I didn't fancy it. It's just my body would just go, oh, I need this stuff because I look good. How does that make me succeed then in any areas of my life? Now, you might feel strongly for this, you might feel strongly against this, but everything happens for a reason in your life. But you can choose how you experience it. So if you have the right routines, the right habits, the right rituals of waking up in the morning and doing something for your body, giving your body the right nutrition, giving your body exercise, giving your body water, minerals, everything that you need so that your body functions. Then give your mind something, maybe meditate. Maybe it's listening to motivation. Maybe it's listening and learning something new so that you know that you can level up. And then it's about your spiritual side. It's about connecting with who you are. I had to connect with who I was before I could help anyone else. I used to help a lot of people, but then damage my own life. Do you think I got to help the number of people that I could have helped? No. I had to learn with me first. And you have to do the same with you. What is it that you need to take control of in your life so that you are able to help other people? Or so that you're able to provide for your family? Or so that you're able to show your kids the way that you want their life to be? Or how the best way that you can give them a life? All those different things come down to your habits, your routines, and your rituals. And that might sound very, very severe, but if your habits are procrastination, you will carry on procrastinating. Now you might say, okay, well then I'll just change my habits. I'll just delete those old ones. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. It's not. And the reason for it is it's become something that's imprinted on your brain and it's something that you've learned. And a lot of people will tell you, oh, just talk affirmations out loud and write them down. And yeah, but no. that won't help either. You have to start by every single time you see yourself going down the other way that you're used to, watching Netflix instead of taking that call, carrying on believing that your life needs to be boring and that life sucks and everything, instead of making that decision to start that business or opening your own business, all those different things. When you catch yourself in that act, you need to slap your wrist, or you need to pinch yourself, or you need to jump up and down, or you need to scream at yourself. You need to do something to shock your mind, because your mind is so used to everything being safe. And if failure is safe, you will keep on failing and you will never lead to success. Because it's not normally failure that we're afraid of. We fail every single day. Every day that we tell ourselves, oh, I'm going to hit X amount in sales, or I'm going to open my own business, and you don't, you failed. In your mind, you've told yourself that you were going to do this, but instead you stayed here and you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything different. You failed. So you're never really afraid of failure. You're afraid of success. You're afraid to change your life in a way that you never thought possible, that you could never imagine. Now, if you're a black sheep like me, then you're a naturally born entrepreneur. And you might say, born or created. No, you're born, but you can develop the skills later. Obviously, there is some learn. There is something that has to be learned to get the skills to develop into proper entrepreneurship where you become successful. But at the end of the day, you are born an entrepreneur, because from a very young age, you start to look at life and you go, I don't fancy being a robot. Or let me guess, you failed in school. Maybe you got like C's and D's. That's me. But you weren't book smart. You didn't really you had to force yourself to study for the exams. You weren't those that just stayed in a book 24/7. You maybe you went, or maybe you didn't go to university, but you decided that I need to do something more. There is more than just going to work, paying the bills, eat, sleep, and repeat. Or you feel that every time you see someone eat junk food, now I'm not saying that you can't indulge. Obviously you can. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. That is the beauty of life. But when you see it, you feel like, oh, that doesn't actually feed me. That doesn't actually give me anything. But when you see a big plate of loads of vegetables, greens, fruits, all the different colors, you go, ooh, that looks tasty. That's because you know that you're meant for more. That's because you know that life is more than just That's also why we hate routines, because we believe that the matrix, the system that we are brought into, that we are forced to comply with, is a routine. But you can choose successful routines for your life so that you can break free from it. Now, breaking free from the matrix is a very complex, easy, and difficult at the same time. But it all starts with your habits, it starts with your routines, and it starts with your rituals. So what are you doing today, and what can you do today to change your life? Because I had to look at me deep into the mirror, stare at myself and go, oh, what can I do to change my life? Because I can't blame anyone else for my failures. I'm the one that's telling myself I'm failing every single day, instead of seeing that failure actually made me learn something, so I'm closer to my success now. But that's a subject for another day. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have a new episode at least once a week. And if you found this valuable, then please share it. Know that I appreciate you and that I love you loads, and I'll see you soon.